Okay guys, am I audible? Right. So I think in yesterday's class, what we have done is we had created a load balancer. Okay, and we have a image. We have a load balancer, and then we have an image, virtual machine image. Now what is pending is to create a VM scale set. So let me open the notes. Right. Okay. VMSS. Okay. Okay. VMSS. Continue. So in the earlier class, I think we already have okay a load balancer and a VM image. Now let's create the virtual machine skill set. Okay. So as I said earlier, whatever I'm doing right now, generally I'm doing it from portal, but in reality, we should be able to do this from something called as cloud formation. Sorry, ARM template. ARM template. So right now we'll be learning that very soon. When we learn that, we'll be doing that. So I've logged in into Azure. Okay. I'll get into all services. Then I'll type VMSS virtual machine scale sets. Okay. Right. Okay. So I think we have discussed about what a virtual machine scale set is. Virtual machine scale set helps you to scale your VMs depending on some parameter which you can basically define. Okay. So now let us come under that. Okay. So virtual machine scale set helps us scaling the virtual machines. Up means increase number of VMs, or down. Okay. Depending on metrics like CPU utilization or RAM, you can go on and on. You can define your custom metrics also. Okay. So during Cloud Essentials class, I think I've spoken about saying that generally in majority of the cases, right, we do scaling for our application servers or web servers. And let it be an application server or a web server, whenever you try to increase the load, what tends to happen is, okay, let us assume that, okay, this is your web server. Okay. Now for one user internally, whenever the users increase, over here, what happens is in their CPU, something called as threads will be created. Okay. Let me use pencil for this. Okay. CPU threads, right? Each thread will have its own processor. So I mean its own processing power. So as number of users increase, number of threads increase. When number of threads increase, the utilization of your CPU will increase. Okay. And I'm quite sure that you might have observed whenever your virtual machine is or whenever your laptop is under virus antivirus scan, your CPU utilization goes to 100% because there is lot of activity happening around in your system. All right. So what we would try to do is we will try to create a similar load. We will try to create a similar load. Okay, where we stress the virtual machine with its CPU. Okay, fine. Now let's go ahead and create a virtual machine scale set. Let me save this image. Okay, good. Bronze. All right. Now I'll select this virtual machine scale set, and then I'll say that I want to create a virtual machine scale set or add a virtual machine scale set. Let me select a resource group. I'll be selecting VM scale set demo. You can create a new resource group and go ahead also, right? Okay. And let me give some name to virtual machine scale set. You can give any name that makes sense to you. So I'll call it as Qt app. Okay. And my location will be Central US. Okay. Then for the people while creating the VM image, whenever if you have created a zone resiliency, what you can do is you can select these three options. Okay. Even if you don't select this, nothing is going to happen. It will automatically try to create it in different hardware racks and all of that stuff. Okay. Right. So, but if you want, whenever the machine scale, if you want each of this machine to be in a different availability zone, and if your what do you call, if your virtual machine supports that, if your region supports that, then it's absolutely fine. Let us browse for the images. Okay. Now, if you get into my items, yesterday we have created an image, and I'm selecting my image. So I'll store this. This sounds like a useful image. That's the reason why I'm trying to store. All right. 64. All right. And then what is the size of your machine? So I would recommend B1S. Okay. But if you have a free account, you can go beyond that also, right? Without a image, can we create that? Okay. Ramesh, whenever you are doing a VM scale set, what is that we are trying to scale? You are trying to scale your application. Okay. So without image, if you try to do, will your image will automatically Ubuntu, will it have your application? Please answer my question. No. So creating a virtual machine and then installing every time whenever a machine is scaled, does that sound like a decent option? Yeah, that's the reason why we don't do that. Okay. Size is already there in the image. No virtual machine image will ever have a CD. Okay. I'm quite sure, Jitendra, you might have seen a Windows 10 or Windows, any Windows CD. On Windows CD, will you have minimum requirements of laptop, or will it only work for Dell laptops? An operating system image is basically just a copy of the data that has to be on the disk, not really something, it will never tell about size. For creating the image, you might have given a size. Yes, right. Yeah, right. Is there any latency difference if we enable zone resiliency? The answer of that is yes, but you will never observe it. Okay, not to an extent that you can observe it. Yeah. Okay, fine. So let me give username and password to this. Okay, right. If you look at this virtual machine skill set, it looks much like creating the VM. Okay, we do exactly the same thing. Okay, right. So let me go with disks. I'll not change anything in the disk. Okay, so network. Okay, if you want, you can use the network that is basically given by it, or you can create your own network, whatever that makes sense to you. Okay, while creating this, it is asking, okay, do you want to basically select a load balancer? Okay, do you want to basically select a load balancer? Do we have a load balancer already? Yes. Okay, now what is the load balancer which we want? I want a load balancer which is Azure load balancer. Do you want to create a new, or do you already have a load balancer? You can say that you have a load balancer. Okay, and you can create a new backend pool. Okay, so whether you create a load balancer from here, or whether you already use the existing load balancer, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? So fine. And over here, it is asking, do you want a load balancer, or do you want an application gateway? Do you want a load balancer, or do you want an application gateway? I think I've spoken about this. Load balancer speaks about layer 4 load balancing, and application gateway speaks about layer 7 load balancing. All right. So let me go with Azure load balancer. Okay. Next. Okay. So scaling, it is asking, what is your initial count? What is your initial count? Okay. So are you saying initial count, I want it to be 1? How do you want to scale your machines? So I want to scale it in a custom way. Okay, manual way means it doesn't make sense. You will lose that benefit of automatic stuff. What is the minimum number of VMs? I will start with 1 VMs. What is the maximum VMs which you want to go with? Okay, let us assume I'll call it as 4. Okay, so this application should never go beyond 4 virtual machines, right? Scale out. So when do you want to increase a machine? Okay, when CPU threshold is 75%, let me change it to 70 for the duration of 5 minutes. And whenever that happens, how many machines do you want to increase? I want to increase 1. Okay, so over here I'll say 50. Okay, I'll say whenever the CPU utilization of my machine is for a duration of 5 minutes is less than 50 percentage, then I will decrease the machine by 1 unit. Then it is asking, do you want to collect diagnostic logs? It is always better that you do it. Okay, but right now it's okay. Okay, now scale in policy, scale out policy, then it is asking, okay, do you want to balance across availability zones, or do you want to delete the newly created VM, or do you want to delete the old created VM? These are the priorities. So whenever VMs increase and decrease, what is that you want to do? Do you want to delete them based out of whatever order which you want? Default is the better way. because we don't want to make decisions. All right. So next comes this, and after this it is all same. Okay. The things that are different over here is, let me give a screenshot to it. Okay. So first, mm, what are the images which you have taken? Only 63, and let me look at 64. Okay, fine. What I'll do is I'll take an image of all of this. Okay. So in this, I'll try to basically explain what are the steps which you need to worry about. Okay. You need to worry about basics. You need to worry about networking and scaling. Okay. Uh, right. Rest of the things, whatever I'm basically putting it in the green color, they are almost like what how you create a virtual machine. Okay. So let me write a legend. Green. Oh, sorry. Okay. Same like VM. Okay. Uh, extra options for VM skill set. Right. Now let me take this. Okay. 1 minute, man. I messed up this image. Extra options for VM skill set. Right. Good. So let me call it as 65. Okay. So that then I'll also try to give you what are those extra options which you need to worry about. Okay. One extra option which you need to worry about is load balancing. Okay. Right. And then the next one which you need to worry about is scaling. Okay. Okay. Let me take the screenshot so that they are useful to you, especially these three. Rest of the things I'm not interested. Rest of the things it's absolutely okay. Okay. They are almost the same as your virtual machines creations. Good. All right. Now let me try to put that in the documentation. 64 to 68. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67 and 68. All right. Now once you have gone through all of them, okay, all right, yeah, Okay, right? So if you see in here, are using the allocation policy, if it is more than 100 instances, what is that you can do and all of that stuff, right? Next, next. Okay. I think I'll go to networking once. There is one thing which you need to basically worry about. Okay. Virtual network, fine. Okay, okay. Nothing to worry about. Review and create. Let it do its final validation and click on create. Yesterday, if I take a VM capture, public VM also wiped out from VM. If I want to open this VM publicly, how will I do? Nagasaran, have you attended my classes completely? If that is the case, I have said whenever you capture a VM in Azure, you will never be able to use that VM again. This VM becomes unusable. If that VM becomes unusable, how will you be able to open that VM again? Yeah, please read through everything, sir. There is a link between everything. That's anyway there. Once your image is created, then you can basically create a new VM with that image that we have spoken about. So let us wait for the scale set to be created. All right. So it says, yeah, I've done your VM scale set. I've made everything ready for you. Okay. It tries to tell that. Okay. The public IP address of the stuff is this. Right. Let me come back to all of that. But let me go to instances. Okay. So instances is how many virtual machines do you have? Okay. Right. Yes, Rehan. Whenever new changes are being made, that means that you will be creating a, new image and to the virtual machines, or you will create a new scale set with the new image and then point out to the old load balancer. Okay. So once the VM scale set is created, then observe the following blades. Okay. Right. So the first thing which you need to basically look out for is, okay, this is a virtual machine scale set, right? So in this instances will tell how many virtual machines do you have. If you want to automatically scale, you can do this, and this has something to do with your operating system. And if you want to change the size of your whole virtual machine scale set, then you can do it. For example, you have chosen B1S, but for your whole virtual machine scale set, you want to change it to B2S or some other size, then you can basically use these options. All right. Okay. Now let me use. 69. Okay, you will be doing that, don't worry. I have asked you to create a virtual machine image, and I expect that you do this. Let me finish this one off. Okay, right. Now over here, this is virtual machine skill set, and here it says it is a public IP address. Let me copy this public IP address first and get into instances. So my instances is in running state. Now let me go to this and type info.php. If everything is configured correctly, I should see a web page, but am I seeing it? Okay. Sir, please focus on what I'm doing right now. I'll try to answer your questions after that. Okay. Right. Let us first understand how to create. Then we will worry how to change it. Okay. So are you able to basically access this? Okay. Now, let me go to virtual machine skill sets. Okay. I have a virtual machine skill set called as Qt app. And in that, there is something called as networking. Everything is looking good over here. Okay. So, and in this networking, I have basically written some rules. And these rules say that, okay, whenever it comes from load balancer or whatever the rules which they have, okay, they are looking okay. I come to size. Everything looks okay to me. There is nothing that is problematic, that sounds problematic to you. But what is the architecture? What is happening over here? If you remember the yesterday's image, okay, we'll have something called as a load balancer in front of it. And in the back end of this load balancer, we'll have VM scale set. Your users will be sending the request to the load balancer, and load balancer will forward the request to one of the VM in your VM scale set. Yes, I think this is what we have discussed. Now, due to that, what I'll try to do is I'll try to go to load balancers. So, okay, I have something called as Qt load balancer or Qt load balancer and Qt app load balancer. Okay, right. One I have created yesterday, one I have created now. Okay, but let me see what is front end IP configuration. Okay, right. So it says that you have load balancer front end. Okay, load balancer front end means how users connect to load balancer. This is front end. Yeah, it says that load balancer has this. This is used by load balancer and this is used by rules. Okay, right. Okay, what should be more interesting to you is backend pool. What is present in the backend pool? In the backend pool, okay, there is one virtual machine which basically comes from virtual machine scale set. Is this not what we are looking out for? Yes. So Qt app hyphen load balancer, everything looks low, looks okay, right? So load balancing rules. Let me go with this load balancing rule. Load balancing rule says that there is one rule in load balancer which is already added. Whenever user makes a request at 80 port, I will also make a request at 80 port to the load balancer, right? From front end, when I basically when a user sends a request on 80 port, I will send it to the backend also on 80 port. This is true for us because we are working on HTTP application. If your application was working on some other port, you would have given that number. Okay, so far looks good. And then it says, what is your backend pool? My backend pool is BE pool. And what is the probe which you are trying to do? What is the probe? So I'll be sending a TCP probe, right? And then it says create implicit outbound rules. Okay, do you want to have floating IP addresses? Everything sounds okay over here. Okay, now, okay, let me go to overview, and every load balancer, okay, will have some IP address. Let me copy this IP address, go over here and try to do this. I'm unable to log in into this machine. I want to fix this. So are you looking out inbound NAT rules and outbound rules? Let me get into that. Inbound NAT rules. Inbound NAT rules basically say that, okay, right, okay. They have some network configuration where they have created port mapping. Okay, so load balancer, front end, and all of that. This is for everything apart from major applications, major stuffs. I will try to tell that port 22. Okay, target port is 22. Okay, port mapping is default or custom, whatever you want to basically give. Okay, so when you say custom, you have to tell what is 22 mapped to. 22 is mapped to 22. When you say default, it will be normally mapped. Okay, now let us see. It says I cannot change this rule. Okay, if you cannot change this rule, fine. Let me go ahead to the load balancer. Okay, these rules are something which will mess the whole thing up if you're not clear with what is happening over here. Network, there is something that is going wrong over here. So I'll say that I want to create a inbound NAT rule. Okay, so for SSH connectivity, okay, from port 22, okay, to 22, target virtual machine, whether it is none or okay or whatever it is. So this is one way of dealing with. Or the other thing which you can do is you can take your IP address in load balancer configuration. Okay, remember in load balancer we have a front end and that had rules. Okay, so you can this was the load balancer rule, and if you go to the load balancer rule, okay, so what is the load balancer rule? So whenever the request comes from 80 port, I want to send to the 80 port. Good. Now, okay, you can write similar kind of rules. You can write similar kind of rules for 22 port also. For 22 port also, right? So good. Okay. So where is this machine's IP address? Okay. Now let me do this. SSH. Okay. I think I've given the user name as Qt DevOps at the rate of. Let us see what happens. Okay. I'm unable to get into it, right? Okay. Do you agree with me on this now? So we have created a machine, right? If you basically get into all services and VM scale sets, okay, we are seeing that there is an instance. If you get into this VM scale set, and if you get into this instances, I am seeing an instance over here, Qt app. Okay, and this has networking also. Okay, so in networking, let me add one rule, okay, which says, I'll not put it as 100. Okay, right, right. Is there any change? No, there is nothing that has been changed. Okay, right. Because with this, I am unable to log in. Okay, what is happening in this machine? Okay, so generally, whenever something like this goes wrong, are you seeing these things support and troubleshooting? And are you seeing connect? This connect should be the only option that should be helping you out now. Okay, but now the problem which I have is, okay, I cannot get into this machine because this network is private. This network is private. Okay, now we are all stuck. Okay, we are in some kind of a problem. So is there any way to resolve it? Okay, so there are a couple of ways of resolving it. First is, try to get inside this machine and try to see what is happening around there. Okay, so is there everything running inside the virtual machine correctly or not? That's the first thing. Okay, second thing which we need to understand is, did we configure the whole virtual machine skill set correctly? Did we configure the whole virtual machine skill set correctly? Okay, and the third thing which we need to understand is, how is load balancer linking with virtual machine? So we have all the three parts, but somehow there is some mismatch. Something is not working over here. So just look at this. So we have a rule which says that, okay, outbound port, they are allowing everything. Load balancing, okay, they say that, okay, right now, load balancing rule says that, okay, so they have two NAT rules, and load balancing rule is this. Okay, you can go to load balancer rules, and let me add a new rule now. Okay, this you should never do. This is not a good rule, but fine. Okay, I'm just writing the rule's name itself as a not a good rule, because I want to show you the troubleshooting, not the happy path. Okay, port is, front end port is 22, back end port is 80. Okay, and health probe, okay, I'll come back to health probe. Back end port is also 22. Okay, right. Session persistence is not required. Is there anything which I am missing? Okay, okay, I understand. So in NAT also I have 22. First I have to remove it from there. Where is load balancer? Virtual machine scale sets. Let us go to load balancers again. Okay. In load balancer, we have written a 22 NAT rule, right? So I think we have to remove that. Inbound NAT rules. Select this and delete this. Okay. Now once that is deleted, now come to the load balancer and load balancing rules. Try to add a rule now, saying that now I want to add, this is very insecure rule. Okay. That's the reason why I'm trying to call this as not a good rule. Okay, and then my port is 22, backend port is also 22. Okay, my health probe is still this. I'll come back to how to change that health probes. Okay, right. Is there anything else? This protocol is combination of other rules. Okay, let me do one thing. 2220. I think we have removed that backend port rules, right? Okay, I'll do one thing. Let me go to load balancer. This was the load balancer which we have created yesterday. I wanted this to be present. So let me see if I can add something over here. So do we have any backend pools? Okay. Associate to virtual machine scale set. And do we have any virtual machine scale set at this moment? Right now it says there are no available items. Why? Because they are already linked to this load balancer. So I am in serious trouble now. Okay. My virtual machine scale set is somehow not allowing me to basically create. And what I want you guys to do is, okay, to try to correct all of this. To try to correct all of this. How? Okay. Because there is one silly mistake which I have done. One silly mistake. And you can resolve the silly mistake, okay, just by following the documentation over here. Azure virtual machine scale set, quick start. So when you follow this, I know that you can create a virtual machine scale set. Okay. I'm absolutely fine with that. Okay. I'm just passing this in chat message. Okay. Not only that, I also want to find out what is that I am messed up. This is the task which I give to you guys. All right. So I messed up at one point, which I should not have done. So go through all of this and see where I have messed up. Am I clear on this? So you have your virtual machines image with you. You have a documentation with you. Now you basically go through this and try to tell me where I have done a mistake. Okay. So, and what I want is I don't want guesses. I want proofs. Okay. I've shown you that, right? So this is where I am stuck. Now what I want you guys to basically do is tell me what is a mistake in this. Tell me what is a mistake in this, right? So one rule is deny, whatever it could be. I'm not trying to tell what it is, okay? But don't worry about that networking's deny rule which appears at the bottom, right? Bottom means low priority, right? It will be coming to that at the last, okay? Now create a VM scale set with the VM image which you have and try to tell me how to fix my problem. I am having a VM scale set. I have a load balancer. I have one virtual machine running, and what is that I have messed up. Okay. Yeah, in real time, you might have your SSL certificate on your web server, right? Or even for a load balancer for that matter. Rehan, I'll speak about all of that, but first resolve my problem. Okay. First resolve my problem of VM scale set. Try to create one VM scale set correctly. This is the whole uh, activity which I'm giving to you guys. Okay. I've shared the documentation and I want you to get started. Okay. So we have 10 minutes left. Okay. I'll try to tell you what is the problem where I have messed up in our next class. But before that, I want you to do the things and find out. Okay. And if I don't see answers tomorrow, I will not tell the answer. I'll try to just show you the happy path. Okay. So there are approximately 50 people in the classroom. Let us do it democratically. Half of the attendance, if they at least try to tell what is the problem which they have. Okay. Whether it is right or wrong, different story. Whether they have attempted or not, I will try to tell what is wrong in my stuff. Otherwise, I will try to show you what is the right way of doing it. I will not speak about what has gone wrong over here. Okay, that is a deal. Is that okay? Even if it is not okay, that is how it is going to be. So better create a virtual machine scale set and try to compare it with whatever I have done. Okay, then I think that is because it is all about troubleshooting, right? Yeah. There is one silly mistake which I have done and I will not speak about it at this moment. You try to tell me where I have gone wrong. Okay, right. So now what we will do tomorrow is Tomorrow we'll correct this VM scale set, and then we will speak about, right? Azure is coming up with something called as, nor it is already present actually, that it is in a preview mode. Okay. So they want to give VMs also in an orchestration mode. Okay. So we'll speak about that. Okay. But at this moment, I am not interested into all of that. I want you to worry about creating a VM, what do you call, creating a virtual machine image, okay, or a virtual machine scale set and load balancer speaking with each other, and what is the loose end, what is that mistake which I have done. Clear? Right. So I stop sharing my screen. You start doing your work. We have 10 minutes of time. Anything which you have, any questions which you have, I'll be answering that. When we created that load balancer, why should we use static instead of dynamic? Okay. IP address generally you don't want it to be changed, right? That's the only thing. Okay. You don't want your IP address to be changed. Right. That is how Azure works, sir. So there is nothing called as affording. So it works in that way. If you are going with Azure, you are okay with that. Okay. So create images in a machine which is not in production. That is how you deal in Azure. Okay. And right now, Rahul, I want you to work on my VM scale set issue. I'm not worried about any other issue, right? Anything apart from this, I'm not answering. And by the way, I have fixed the issue. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just showing you to the people I've already fixed the issue. Okay. Right. But I will not tell you how I have done that. I want you guys to find it out. I have created a backend pool. I have done that. That is not the issue money. Okay. Right, guys. I've stopped the scaling again. Go ahead. Deal with that. I've done that. That is done automatically. You don't need to enable that, Rajendra Reddy. So that's the reason why I'm asking you. Create it and then you try to tell me how it works. Okay. Try doing that. I will try to tell you the answer tomorrow, as I promised. If at least some of you will give me some clue of what has gone wrong. What has gone wrong. All right. So, and that is something which we'll be discussing in our next class. Okay, guys. So I've created an instance with a custom image. Okay. Now I want you to follow the documentation and do that activity, and let us see how it goes. All right then. Thanks, man. Thanks for your time. Yeah. Do you see a topic name from 23rd onwards? I'm not interested at this moment, Money. As I said, I will be answering a question only after you address my problem. Okay, sir. So till tomorrow, I'll not be speaking about any other thing. All right. Try to tell me the resolution of this issue. We'll take one thing at a time. Yeah. Okay. Right, sir. Thanks.